Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool fan, ceiling fan.
Hey, thanks. I'm gonna turn it on.
Nice.
Because I have a remote.
What?
I know. Maybe that's another thing to get into because remotes are like changed the game, for television, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but here's what I'm thinking is I'm ready to jump right into this. How are you feeling? Do you want to check in about your day really quick, or like, whoa, you want to do that later?
So hard to say. I mean, we've got 40 minutes.
Yeah, we should just get right to it.
I mean, yeah, who's sharing their screen first is the question.
So I'm down for it, but you go for it if you want.
Okay, let me see
You flip a
here.
coin.
If I close that. Oh, can we? Can we do that in Zoom? Can
We
we
could.
flip
I could
coins?
flip a coin.
Okay.
I don't have a coin, but I have a piece of paper. And if it's the text, then I'll go first.
Oh, I see. Okay. Mm-hmm.
But if it's the clashing mooses
Yeah.
or meese, yeah, then you
Okay.
put it by the fan. Text. It's text first.
Next. Okay. That's you.
Yeah, that's me. Well, all right.
I mean, I'm pulling up tabs though. Also, I mean, we have a chat, right? Okay, cool.
Absolutely, yeah.
Um.
Okay, so we're in, right?
Yes.
Don't need this. This. Let's get going. What we're really about today is Zoom Salon, but that's not what I'm going for. I need to know Zoom Video Communications is the full name.
Huh.
Can you read okay?
Yeah.
Okay,
I
I'm
mean,
gonna
I
try
think
and
it's just. I think it's working out totally well.
go with you here. Can you see yourself here?
Yeah, I see like you and me at the top of the screen.
Wow.
Yeah.
What about this? Can you see yourself in the center of the screen?
No.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's how Zoom works. Is
Huh.
Zoom you can like you don't you right on. Well, I can see you and welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to
Thank
my
you.
desktop computer on my
Can
screen.
can you see the chat?
I can see the chat, but see, I put my chat in the top right.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't even have the chat. No, I mean, I could open up the chat, but yeah, I mean, I'm going to open up the chat. Yeah, I can see the chat. Thanks.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But it's interesting that Zoom goes on top of your screen share. So you're not seeing my Zoom application windows. And
No, I just see the browser window.
yeah, which is perfect. Okay, great. Yeah, remote control, we'll get to that. Okay, but first I'm kind of wanted to know a little bit more about Zoom here. And I guess it has a full name of Zoom Video Communications. Does it ever acronym itself as ZVC? Probably not. San
Okay. First,
Jose.
I mean, it's ZM on Nasdaq. So.
I want to know when the very first video telephony happened also, like,
Mm-hmm.
because that was going on like on the lunar missions even.
Oh yeah. I mean, just video communications in general. Video communication. Oh, video telephony. Here, I'm sending the link in the chat.
I have the link right here. I'm already opened on it.
Oh, you already are.
And,
Sweet.
and
Yeah, yeah,
let's start here because this is a
yeah.
good place to start. Like, I want to know the very first time that they were able to, because they transmitted audio, and then and there was image too. Image came first, and then they transmitted audio, and
Mm-hmm.
then they transmitted a recorded video,
Mm.
and then recorded video with sound. But when did they televise the video? Like that was like
Mm.
first time. I guess we're about to find out.
I mean,
And then
could
it's
you
actually
click on that picture right there for like a second?
this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, there's six humans, and there's 8 virtual people.
This is 10 million times better than what I'm used to in my video telephony experience, which is like a bunch of
Yeah.
people alone in their own rooms. This is like 6 people on one side, 8 people on the other.
Yeah.
It's like these are two armies just looking across the battlefield potentially, you know. But like they're,
Totally. I
well, I
mean,
mean, they're
who
not necessarily at war, but like they're two separate organizations, maybe, or maybe they're colleagues.
I mean, it's just interesting that it's like two people per monitor. Like, I wonder what the room is like where they're filming, you know? And
Do you think they're in pairs of two that are in separate rooms? And
it's
it's
hard, it's
just
kind of hard to tell.
shooting
It looks
together?
kind of like that. I
You
mean,
know what
what is this video conference system that they're using, you know? Like,
it's terrific. I mean, here's the funny
mhm,
part is like, isn't this
mhm.
the lady? Okay, so this is a amazing part up here, by the way.
Yes, yes, the
I'm about,
mirror. Awesome.
I'm about that.
Love the facial
There
expressions.
she is.
Yes.
Because like, here's the thing that I'm wondering.
Uh-huh. Like, are there video cameras inside those mirrors?
Oh, that would be amazing. Yeah, there must be. That's where they're located, I suppose. Must be. But look, you can't see the front of her face, but
Hmm.
you can.
Yep. I mean, what are they meeting about though? You know, it's just like what kind of meeting is that?
Look at that.
Oh my God, is that a BlackBerry?
So this is mid 90s, like or late 90s or like early 2000s?
96, 98? Yeah,
Early
maybe early
2000s
early
maybe.
2000s. It
Well,
couldn't
that's
be 90.
something
Yeah.
maybe we could put that in the chat and or maybe you'd like to take over at some point. We'll come back to this, but that's something that we need to figure out about too is like what was the smartphone evolution
Oh,
precisely?
that would be a good thing to know. Like the different eras. Like when was the BlackBerry era, you know?
Why don't do you want to pull that up and maybe
I'll I'll make it a tab, yeah.
okay, I'm gonna like get to business here for just a second because like this is amazing, but
Hmm.
I need to get to business. Video telephony, great move to click on this. Transmission of audio video signals by users at different locations for communication between people in real time. That's a key part of it, in real time.
Definitely. Do you see that link to groupware?
Uh,
Like at the end of the paragraph? Yeah.
Designed to help people working on a common task to attain their goals. This is amazing. They because what was really interesting to me was that they had that the city of Berkeley, your council member, Ben Bartlett. What's his name?
Ben Bartlett,
Ben Bartlett. I said Ben Bartlett.
I think. I'm pretty sure. Wait, yeah, Ben Bartlett? Yeah, Ben Bartlett.
Yeah, he used a collaborative software. Weren't they using that? Or like, no, I don't know. I've been reading about the city of Berkeley using it as like this online
Uh-huh.
engagement with its citizenry, you know?
Yes. Yeah, that was the other day. They used I mean, they definitely streamed it on Facebook, but I think they were using Zoom.
Oh, that was Ben Bartlett was using Zoom.
Yes.
But I'm talking like the city of Berkeley was having like it's like feedback in real time of like we're thinking about doing this with the schools and like
Hmm.
polling the citizenry, and they were all about this new collaborative software, otherwise known as
Oh,
groupware.
yeah. I mean, that the meeting the other week was kind of about like an app though. It wasn't like I mean, there's just been so much stuff about like online classrooms, like meeting on Zoom. Uh,
How it affects different groups of people.
like, but like, it's just, I mean, a big problem is just like unauthorized access or whatever. So,
Speaking of, I hear that, Benji, but like speaking of the Zoom meeting, it's like there's like the whole debate right now. I feel like I've been reading. It's like all about is
yeah,
the Zoom classroom, is it more equitable or less equitable?
totally. That
Like,
debate's going on. So true.
so
More
here's
equitable or less equitable, you
yeah,
know? It could go either way, maybe.
yeah.
I mean,
Here's the thing: is
should we
I feel
pull up
like
a
the
tab
truth.
for equity? Like equity is a concept, you know?
I know, but here's the problem. Here's what I feel like is the silliest part about these people duking it out about equity versus not equity. Is it
Hmm.
equitable? Is it not equitable? Is it less equitable? Is it disequitable? Um, all those questions gloss over the fact that in some ways it is more equitable, and in other ways it is less equitable.
Mm.
And you really have to think hard about your metrics if you're even going to try and compare the net equity that is like coming from the new Zoom classroom culture that you're creating or that is
Hmm.
being created amongst the populace in real time.
Right. I mean, once though you have different metrics of valuation, it's like now there's like a philosophical debate about whose, particular, like values of equity, matter more, like access or, I mean, it creates problems for people. Um, that's a tricky one. It gets into some territory that I don't know how they're going to resolve it. I mean, I mean, here in Berkeley, again, like they canceled Zoom classes and they just said it wasn't worth it.
What?
Yeah, they're just like, oh, we're just gonna go on spring break or summer break or something like 3 weeks early or like school's just canceled. I think they're like it wasn't worth it. Like it was like an experiment and like they're just gonna start school in the fall or something like that. If I remember right, I don't know.
I think so. Here's some school districts are going to start early. Here's the crazy part, Benji, is like we're
Hmm.
on May 4th right now. It's 6:21 p.m. on the West Coast. And right now, like there is so much uncertainty that people are calling me up and they're wondering if it's safe to send their children to school. And they're asking me, and I'm like, I don't know. Like, why are you asking me? How could I know? Like, I just have a noggin, that I use to try and decipher the information that's available on
Hmm.
May 4th, 2020. But on
Hmm.
May 4th, 2021,
Hmm.
it's going to make so much sense
Hmm. What's gonna make sense?
what we should be doing and
Oh,
whether it was the right move to cancel it or not cancel it. I mean, it's going to like right now, how could we ever know? It's just, but you have to come from a place of conviction and it has to come from within. And some people, that's my thing is I'm like, if you think that you want to do the Zoom, do the Zoom. If you feel like the Zoom might not be worth it or you don't know how you're going to make it work, maybe the right move is to help cancel everything and just let's be free for a little bit from school.
hmm.
And maybe that is the best thing to do.
It's so true. I mean, I feel like even May 4th, 2021, we still might not have an answer. Who knows? It's May 6th, 2020 right now.
Oh,
Like we
I hear that
we might be in it
perspective.
still.
Maybe May 4th, 2030, things will make a little bit more sense.
Maybe
Or
we
maybe
won't have an internet then. You know?
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so anyways, to bring it back, that was a good side note about the Zoom equity, non-equity. But
Yeah, yeah,
here's what
yeah.
I really wanted to figure out before I turn it over is I want to
Okay.
learn like there's like 5 facts that I'm looking for right now. And
Hmm.
I'm gonna share like one of them with you right now, maybe even 3 facts. Number one is that it says that video conferencing started in the late 19th century. I need to know more about that. But what I really want to know, it became available to the public in the 30s. This
Video
is
conferencing became available in the 30s.
to the public in the 1930s, installed at booths in post offices, and also shown at various world expositions. It took until 1970 for them to launch the AT&T first true video conferencing system. Anyone could subscribe and have the
I
technology
mean, wait,
from.
just first of all, just that it was available in the 1930s, like that blows my mind. Like when
Right?
was
And
TV invented? Like that's crazy. Like video conferencing, like
I know. How did it work? And did it work well? Let's see. Uh,
yeah.
it's about sign language and deaf and speech impaired people. Great, love it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Telemedicine, distance education. When was the last edit to this Wikipedia page?
Good question. Probably today.
Probably today. Maybe. So here's the thing, Benji, is like we
Yeah,
need some more people to get involved in this so that we can be outsourcing those questions to other people in the Zoom meeting.
that's the dream, maybe. Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think
Mm-hmm.
we can make it happen. And I think we'll have it ready in time for Burning Man. And we'll just run it at Burning Man where people will be like posting things in the chat.
That was a curveball, but I like it.
Virtual Burning Man.
Yeah, totally. I mean, the salon. It's the virtual salon, like join the discussion.
Yo, so video telephony predicted to be in use by the year 2000 as envisioned in 1910, that there would be something like
Yeah.
you talk into it, it goes into some wires. These wires maybe go as far as the rest of your country or maybe even transatlantic.
I mean, who's the second person with their foot on like a pedal? That's so interesting.
The conductor, yeah.
I'm almost upset with this picture because
That's
they didn't have the imagination to imagine microphones. Like the whole like talking into an earpiece thing or like a talking into like a funnel. It's like that's just such limited thinking. I'm kind of upset with that. I guess,
That's interesting to know because I'm not 100% sure on how a microphone differs. Like, I mean, I guess it digitizes the signal. Is that what it's about? And that's
there are analog microphones and digital
which
ones.
is probably just like this analog microphone kind of vibes, but
Yeah, I guess, I mean, in 1910, they didn't really have digital things yet, I guess.
they didn't even have motion pictures, I think, or maybe that was just happening.
It was just
Wow, this
starting,
is
maybe. I
this
mean,
is
things have changed a lot in like the past 120 years. They didn't have cars,
this is 1910, and they thought that you would have to use a projector, and then you
which
would
is
talk
kind
into
of
one of
true,
those.
which is
So,
sort of.
I mean, how could they have put anything else there? I mean,
They didn't know about screens. They didn't know about like
if if
LCDs or LEDs.
yeah, if they could have envisioned those things, they would have done it, and they would have drawn
I
it
mean, they
in.
tried their best. They tried their best. I don't
Uh,
know. Yeah.
I'm just trying to give them some credit. But it
Yeah.
was first conceived of in the late 1870s,
Amazing.
although the basic sciences to permit its earliest trials would take nearly a half century to be discovered.
Hmm.
Um, so it was mostly between post offices with their telegraph lines, I guess. 1920s is a big deal.
Mm.
But this is what it looked like, the video telephone booth in 1930.
The video telephone booth. I mean, amazing. I mean, it really, I was going to say it started in like the 70s, like even the 60s, like not really. Like I'm impressed, that they did it so soon, did it so early, you
This
know?
is amazing. I mean, look at that. This is called a bell system, and maybe it's because they had their speakers and little bells.
Mm.
Wow. So this is a projector, I think, right here. Isn't this a projector?
Hard to speculate on this one. I mean, can we find the, like diagrams of this device? I mean, what's the name of the video telephone booth? I mean, we could find out, I guess.
This is 1930. Usually consisted of closed circuit televisions.
I mean, all this stuff is just so connected and like related. Like, it's like you have to know like the history of like television, you have to know the history of radio,
And we're getting
like
there.
telegraphs. I mean, it's like building up like a cloud of like knowledge, of like related, you know.
You're talking about breaking down knowledge into like these, easier ways that make it easier to conceptualize later.
Mhm.
That is not what we're about in Salon.
No, we're about specific topics. We're about experts, having experts on if we can. If
Oh
there's no
yeah,
expert available, we just do the best we can.
absolutely.
Like Salon has a topic usually.
Yeah. Well, this is kind of how it works. So it went pretty well. Stanford was testing it in 1968. Love it. Yeah, and the first manned space flights. So it was working before that, though. It was first researched in the 50s. It came out by AT&T, they said, in what, the 60s or 70s, where it was like you could get it in your house. 1970,
Hmm.
commercial launch.
Hmm.
Decades of research and development culminated in the 1970 commercial launch of AT&T's picture phone service, available in select cities, and now every person in like most of Earth has FaceTime on their phone.
Yeah, on their phone. Like they couldn't even imagine. Only like Tesla could have imagined wireless, you know?
Yeah, everyone's so stuck in that wired paradigm.
It's so unnecessary if you think about it.
All right, well, this is so good.
Oh, click on that.
Yo,
Avaya Nortel. They must have Nortel, like they must have gone out of business. I've like never heard of them.
I feel like I have. I think they might even still be in business.
Oh, good.
And we're only this Benji. We're about to turn it over, but
Oh, are we?
right before we do,
Yeah.
Nortel is defunct. Oh,
Yeah,
defunct.
2013. Yeah, they went out of business in 2013. It
Court
was it was like Groundhog Day, if I recall correctly.
a negotiated settlement of bankruptcy proceedings in 2017, and you're saying it was Groundhog Day?
Yeah, I think so. Like Groundhog Day 2013, they went defunct.
Wow.
Criticism and controversy.
This is amazing. But here's the thing is, Benji, I'm turning it over. Here, we
Oh,
want to know a little bit about Zoom. And what I wanted to know about Zoom was I wanted to know when it was founded. And I found out that was in 2011. It's not even a decade old. And Eric Yuan was the founder, and he is still the CEO. Love it. Benji,
yes.
turning it over to you.
Okay. I mean, I wonder how to. Oh, okay. Um, um,
Oh,
oh, okay. That wasn't what I was trying to do.
yo, I like it.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, that's like my Gmail picture. But how do I? Oh, I can change the view. I don't even see where I can share my screen.
Straight.
Actually,
Oh, really? You
yeah.
don't have that button?
Oh no, it's right here. Wait. Okay. Okay.
Wow, you can have multiple participants can share simultaneously.
Can they?
Here we go. All right, we're in Moose.
Oh, oops. Okay. Yeah. Um.
Oh, but we were still learning about Zoom. Okay.
Wait. Actually, so I'm just sharing a browser window. Actually.
Here's Benji. I want to ask really quickly. Do you think it's worth digging into Eric Yuan's biography for a quick moment and to see like, did he go to college? Did he drop out? Like, what is he about? What?
Yeah. Well, the first thing I want to know is like I have it in dark mode. Is that like too distracting to
I
you
love it.
or
I love
it's
it.
cool? Okay. Um. Yeah, I 100% agree. Who is Eric Yuan?
Chinese American businessman. I always say business person.
Me too. I've been doing more of that gender neutral by default stuff lately too.
It just makes sense.
It really does. It really does. I mean, if we have this gendered language,
So this is looking. I mean, I love. Yeah, I'm
he
loving.
owns 22% of Zoom.
Well, that's good.
Hmm.
He's only number 293 on the Forbes list of billionaires, but
Wow, there's like 293 billionaires ahead of him. Pretty wild. Um, 3 children. Why did he leave Cisco?
I thought it said, why did he leave Chicago? Let's see. Why did he leave Cisco?
Oh, he left Cisco to found Zoom. Oops, wait, let me, okay.
Love it. He must be so stoked. I'm so happy for this guy. Let's read more about him.
Yeah.
He was born in China, Shandong province.
Always an entrepreneur, always a hustler.
That's a good feature.
Yeah.
He was
Mhm.
inspired to develop the video telephony. So this is a dream of his since 1987, and he's just watching the whole world use this product.
Yeah. So that's like 33 years.
First year in college.
I mean, can we just check out like what Shandong University of Science and Technology,
Absolutely.
this is what I've been up to on the internet like lately from like maybe like quarantine. You can't street view it. Oh my God.
And so here's how it works in China. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There should be
Only tourist
something,
photos.
yeah, like tourist photos. And here's the thing is Shandong, I'm wondering if I've been
Shandong.
there. If you zoom out a little bit more, I can maybe tell if I've been there.
Oh
This is
yeah.
somebody's house. Love it. Wow, look at the colors.
Is it not safe to drink the water?
That's correct. Yeah, as far as I'm no, like nowhere should you drink the water.
Even if you live there?
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Okay. Oh wow. So it's like up there.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I've been there, but I don't think I have.
That's pretty far north. I mean, it's not the north, but I
Well, here's the
mean,
thing is that climate right there is like it
like
snows there in the
Beijing.
wintertime, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah. I mean, it snows in North Korea.
Yeah, it snows in South Korea.
Mm.
But if you scroll down a little bit, it's just so cool, China, yeah. Little country.
China.
Wow, that's China from the coastline looking east towards Korea.
Yeah, but like check out those islands.
Yeah. Well, one thing I
Like,
always like to
yeah.
remember and that always I love about traveling is that it's like
Mhm.
anywhere you go, it's like it's just like rock and water, you know?
So true. And there's like cars and there's like roads and stuff.
Yeah, that too. Usually.
Usually, yeah, usually. Is this too zoomed out or where do you want it?
Oh, yeah, I mean if you want me to point out some things,
Well, I mean, we're just trying to get a handle
zoom.
on Eric
Yeah. Oh, okay, so
Yuan.
that's where he's from and like that
Yeah.
area right there, I'm pretty sure is like a very industrial area. Like it says it's a mining area, like
Hmm.
that makes total sense to me. So he had a master's in mining.
Well, he wait, a prefecture. This is where he grew up.
Yeah, yeah, but I think he went to school there too.
He went to school over. Oh, he went to school there also. Okay. Well, wait, Shandong University. um,
So can we go
it's
back
no,
to?
he went to the city. He's from like over here.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
that's not that far.
No, no, not at all. Mathematics, mining,
So
engineering,
master's degree in mining engineering
and then he went to Stanford.
for an executive program. He worked in Japan for 4 years after his graduation. He was inspired by Bill Gates, who spoke in Japan in '94, and he moved to Silicon Valley to join the tech boom. It's like people maybe in 1992 were like predicting that maybe they were predicting it was going to keep going, but maybe some people were like, oh, they're building up tech in other places. Silicon Valley is going to be over in '94.
Hmm.
I'm down to get into some of this stuff. Yeah, like so he was inspired by this.
Yeah.
Welcome to the history of Microsoft. The year was
Uh-huh. Oh, you good?
75. Yeah, full screen. Singing
Oh,
along
full
with
screen.
Glenn Campbell to Rhinestone Cowboy, a
I
movie
wonder.
starring a fish by a little-known director named Steven Spielberg terrifies and entertains audiences everywhere. And Sony introduced the home
Shit.
video
Sorry.
cassette recorder. But that was just the beginning for what was about to happen in the world of communications and technology. On
Communications.
January 1st, 1975, the Mitz Altair 8800 appeared on the cover of Popular Electronics.
inspiring two young men, Paul Allen and Bill Gates, to develop basic language software for it. Shortly after, on February 1st, 1975, Bill Gates and Paul Allen complete Altair Basic and sell it to their very first customer, MITS of Albuquerque, New Mexico. This is the very first computer language program for a personal computer.
A major milestone for us was when we were walking through Harvard Square one time and saw this popular electronics magazine. And it was kind of, in a way, good news, bad news. Here was someone making a computer around this chip in exactly the way that Paul had talked to me, and we thought about what kind of software could be done for it. And it was happening without us. And for all we knew, maybe they had some software people. They were just going to go charge off and do this thing. And so we wrote this company immediately and offered to do a basic for them. And they thought that was interesting. They called back and said, well, you're serious? We have a lot of strange people calling us. Because this article received immense interest. I mean, the idea of a kit computer, even though there was really nothing you could do with it. I mean, there's no teletype hookup in the early days. There's no software for it. All you could do is use these switches, use them here, and key things into this front panel. And maybe
that looks so boring.
That does things in the lights. Or Steve Dompier discovered that because this bus is unterminated, if you're very clever about the program you run, you can get high frequency emission that can cause a radio to make interesting noises. Now, eventually, we did get controllers for teletypes and cassette tapes and floppy disks, that kind of thing. But in the early days, it's pretty useless. People just bought it thinking that it would be neat to build a computer. Because we never had the chip, just the book from Intel, if we'd made any mistake in terms of how the instructions worked, the thing never would have run. And so Paul was scheduled to fly out to Albuquerque. He decided to go get some sleep. I stayed up all night reading the book to see if we miscoded some of the instructions, and finally decided it was all okay. Punch out the paper tape and made sure Paul got that before he went off on his plane. He wrote the bootstrap loader. That is the thing you have to key in to make this computer smart enough to know to go get data off the teletype to read it into memory. He wrote that on the plane on the way out. It was actually 46 bytes, the first one. I eventually wrote one in 17 bytes, but anyway. He took the basic to MITS. They had a machine they had run with 6.
Wait, why are we watching this?
I'm loving it. We're watching it because of video telephony, but like Bill Gates, what did he just do to his buddy there?
I threw him under the bus.
A little bit. He was like, I got it done in 17. It's like, we don't need to know that.
I mean, just how is Bill Gates different than Steve Jobs at this point, I don't know.
To that. The other dude, what's his name? Paul Allen?
Paul Allen. He was the Wozniak,
Oh, I'm trying to remember who it was, but I think it was actually Wozniak that was at my graduation ceremony.
That would make sense. I think he went to Cal.
Oh, cool.
I mean, Wozniak. The nicest guy in tech. Or something like that. I don't know.
He's a philanthropist.
Oh yeah, he got his
bachelor's. He transferred from De Anza. Love it.
Wow.
Click on De Anza.
His hacking name was Berkeley Blue.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep, we can go to De Anza. Wait, I just want to turn off page preview. Okay.
I love page preview.
I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a huge fan.
De Anza College. It's
in Cupertino, yeah.
This is where a friend of mine went to school here. He was still in high school, but he took some classes there. Solar panel, cool. So can we actually take it back? Can we take it back for a second to our guy Yuan?
Yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to see what the architecture of the Kirsch Center was just real quick. Okay, you can't really see it too well from the street, but this is definitely Cupertino.
It's so crisp there. That must be the winner. Look at those long shadows.
February.
Doesn't it just look like a little crisp?
It does. This was October 2019, and this is what October looks like on the peninsula.
Absolutely. Whoa.
Definitely.
Wild. Yes. Wow. Okay, so Yuan.
But he was 27, and he didn't even speak English. When after he moved, I mean,
after obtaining a visa on the 9th try, what a dude.
Wow, he really wanted to come to the United States.
9th try.
Sometimes it takes 9 tries.
This is what brought us Zoom.
Yeah, this is how we're able to even talk right now.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, I have to do like what? Okay, here we go. The company is more than $16 billion. Gates was in his late 30s. He was inspired by Bill Gates. Oh, and then he got married to his girlfriend that he was seeing on the train. Cool.
So nice. They ended up they stayed together.
They stayed together, yeah, and they got married. Someday, if I can have a smart device and with just one click I can talk with you.
Can see you. That was my daydream, right? And every day I thought about that.
Wow. I remember that AOL thing.
Maybe we could just
that's so nostalgic right there. Oh my God. I literally had that. I was like, I don't know, 9 years old or something.
Wild. My mom had it, but not my dad.
AOL.
I'm familiar with it. Maybe we could watch a little Yuan video. Is there like video of him like maybe when they took the company public or something?
Oh yeah, totally. That would be great.
Did they take it public? I'm pretty sure they did.
I think it's, I mean, if it has the stock.
I kind of want to finish Bill Gates though, actually. Like,
okay.
Oh, well.
I think there's only like a few.
Memory, which for them was a big thing.
Yeah, let's take this really quick because it's good to finish things.
Loaded it up in the paper tape. The first time, for some reason, it didn't work. The second time they loaded in, and it worked. And of course, the simulator is very slow because you go through lots of instructions to a single instruction. So actually, the real machine, even though it's such a simple little microprocessor, was faster than our PP10 simulator, about 5 times faster. And so to Paul, when it finally came up and it said, okay, actually that first version said ready. Most basics, when they're ready, they say ready. Later, when I was squeezing bytes out, I thought, well, it's faster to print okay, and it's kind of a nice, friendly word. So I shortened it to okay a little later anyway. So it came up, said ready, and he typed in a program. Print 2 plus 2, it worked. He had to print out squares and sums and things like that. And he and Ed Roberts, the head of this company, sat there and they were amazed by, that this thing worked. I mean, Paul was amazed that our part had worked, and Ed was amazed that his hardware worked, and that here it was doing something even useful.
Wow, I love
Visionary.
That. I love how he kind of points out that like the machine to him is totally useless without their code, and it's all about their code to him.
Yeah, it's like, you can't really call it like egocentric or whatever. Like he's just like, I did this and I deserve credit kind of thing, It comes off a little like self-important maybe, but like, some people are like that. I mean, let's see what Eric Yuan's vibe is or whatever.
Which one of these videos do you think we should go?
I was going to ask you the same question.
Can we just scroll down and look at the first page? Because like this third one is not interesting to me, but like I'm just interested that I see it. It's like now they're having like meta podcast, pod video kind of vibes. You have to go a little slower.
This looks pretty interesting. Oh, this could also be good. I mean, Zoomtopia, he's like talking to his people.
That's probably maybe the best one. But I kind of wanted to see an earlier one. I wanted to see like early.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was kind of looking for, like 2012 Eric Yuan, but
maybe no one was. I mean, people must have been interviewing him in
the
2012.
grand keynote, 2019. I think any of these will do, but like there's that one from 6 months ago. Did you see that one down at the bottom?
Sorry, this
that one. I think, yeah. Is that the one 6 months ago? Yeah, Zoomtopia opening keynote.
Okay.
Yeah.
Zoomtopia. Like, why do they even have to have a conference? You know?
Well, can you pause it for just a second, Benji? Can you pause it?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing: is I feel like we're gonna have to watch the beginning of this and then the end of this, or we're gonna have to come back to this because we don't have 20 minutes left in our Zoom call. I have free Zoom.
I want to watch like the first 10 seconds of this, and then I want to skip to like right here.
Okay.
And then I want to skip to like here.
Oh, yes.
And then we can evaluate like whether let's start right here and watch for like 4 seconds.
And then afterwards I want to go to 6 minutes 7 seconds.
Sounds good.
Okay.
So a simple Zoom Rooms applies might be exactly what they need.
Okay, that was all I needed of that.
I want to go. I thought we were going to start at the beginning.
Oh, you want to start at the beginning? Wait, didn't you want 607?
608 is good too. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Oh, love that pose. Or wait, what does it do when I make it full screen? What does that look like to you?
It looks great.
Oh, okay, cool.
Or buy their products. I personally feel like it's a demonstration of my gratitude for them being our customers. Not to mention, I rode Uber to this morning's meeting. What a great experience. Early this year, we became a NASDAQ.
Wait, he just gave a shout out to Uber?
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a great experience.
It's a big milestone in our 80-year history, but it's a small milestone when we look back 20 or 30 years from now. As you know, an IPO roadshow requires lots of travels, but I can tell you, I did not travel anywhere. I used Zoom to zoom into the IPO roadshow, and I saved tons of carbon emissions. That's a great experience. And also, after we became a public company, we used the Zoom video webinar for our last 2 earnings calls. And the experience is so awesome to see so many software analysts to turn on their video with their virtual background on. Such a great experience. We know for sure, without our customers' great support, we really could not become a NASDAQ public company. So we're very grateful every day.
Can you hit back just really quick?
Care about the community really could not
pause it when it's got all the people. Yeah. Oh my gosh. This is so good. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, there's like, I'm really digging the guy who's like got the blue shirt and the gray coat, second from the left. Yeah.
Maybe he's part of the marketing department.
The lady in the red, it's like, do people who wear red, do they coordinate and be like, I'll wear red today, you get to wear red tomorrow, you know? Or does she just like wear red and just be like, I'm wearing red? People who wear red?
Oh, the red dress effect.
More sexually appealing.
Yeah. Blood.
Swelling during the follicular phase. That's got to be the next salon. I know what I want to do for my next salon, absolutely. But
yeah, that's wow, sexual swelling. I didn't think we'd go there.
Can we save this for the next salon? That's what I was...
Look at that picture.
Yeah, red colored. You could see this in person at the San Diego Zoo. But so that's what we're supposed to see when we see her in her red dress.
Right. I think so.
She's trying to go to the zoo. I love it. Well, can you just keep going to the right and let's just like, pink. Isn't that pink, love it.
Right. These guys are like the same, but he's 2 feet taller.
I'm really digging this. The guy with your cursor's on right now, also I'm digging him. Far right.
I love every single one of these people. I mean,
they're humans and you gotta love them,
Gotta love them.
You gotta love them.
Oh. Spots here. Comparable rivals out there. So our product just works, right? No matter where you are, no matter what kind of device you are using, it just works. And also quality, ease of use, architecture, customer really enjoy.
What he's saying is so boring. Like, I don't know why. Like, it's kind of like on this, like, he just needs to be making public appearances or something, but
maybe no, Benji. I mean, I have to disagree. I don't mean to disagree. And why am I trying to use this disagreement language? But I feel like he's trying to talk about what's important to him.
He's like literally saying like talking points though, and like it just works is like Silicon Valley, like that's Apple, Like,
I think that's what he's trying to put out there, and that's what he hangs his hat on, so to speak, is the reliability and the durability. And like, it's just like Zoom is gonna work. It might really cut down on the video quality. It might even just go full on only audio, but you're gonna communicate. It's gonna hold up for you. It's a good platform, as they call it. Is it a platform? What is
the Zoom platform? Yeah.
What is a tech platform?
Good question.
Give me at least a minute of this. Oh my gosh.
而如今 Zoom 在全球拥有超过1300名员工，每年为超过200亿分钟的视频会议。
I was going to say though real quick that what if it's really hard to find videos of him speaking in Chinese like on the internet because he like wants to like be like, oh, I'm a international person, like America, English, the international language kind of vibes.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty wild.
提供服务
possible.
他们的客户包括美国财富500强公司的1/3和美国前200所大学的90%。洛杉矶时报的报道就称 ，Zoom 目前的客户包括优步、传媒公司 Discovery 和软件制造商 VMware 等等。优步在2018年平均每个月就要使用 Zoom 开1400万分钟的视频会议。但说起袁征的公司 Zoom， 还要追溯到他在中国读大一的时候，当时刚迈进大学校门的袁征与他的女朋友之间进行着痛苦的异地恋。这种想见却不能见的伤痛，促使他有了一个开发可以视频通话设备的想法。他在一次采访中说道：“当时我和女友住得很远，我们1年只能见2次面。”他说：“我当时在想，如果有一个设备让我一打开就能看到他，就能和他通话，就像我们在同一个房间里一样。虽然当时我这个想法有点像白日做梦，但后来当我构建这个解决方案时，我却能够把这些点子结合到一块儿。”
Yes, yeah, I love it. This guy. Oh, gosh.
This winter from the COVID-19 lockdown, Zoom Video Communications has had a pretty tough week. Thanks to their terrific video conferencing software that many of us use, Zoom has become the face of the stay-at-home economy. They were averaging 10 million daily users toward the end of last week. In March, they averaged 200 million. And that's huge. It's no wonder the stock caught on fire, rallying from 87 when we spoke to the CEO 2 months ago, all the way to 165.
Wait, it went from 10 million users to 200 million users a day?
That seems like too wild.
That's pretty crazy, yeah.
Its highs a couple weeks ago. Since then, those Zooms come under increased scrutiny, and the stock's given back a big chunk, falling to around 123 as of today. Journalists, security researchers, even some regulators have pointed out security flaws. They got a new competitor in Ring Central, and they're losing some key clients like New York schools. What do we do with this stock that's gone from market darling to battleground in a matter of days?
You know what we need to do? We need to get some clarity. So let's check in with Eric Yuan. He's the founder and chairman and CEO of Zoom Video to get a better sense of these concerns and find out what he's doing to win back his customers' trust. Mr. Yuan, welcome back to Mad Money.
He's graphic.
Pause it for a second. Pause it. Can you pause it?
Yeah.
I really appreciate it.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, before we get into this, I just have to point out that very interesting introduction, and it's like he speaks with such authority and sounds like everything he's saying is like really relevant facts.
Mm-hmm.
I have to give him credit for that introduction.
Do you want to see how drunk he sounds if we listen at half speed?
Yeah, sure.
Chunk, falling to around 123 today. Journalists, security researchers, even some regulators have pointed out security flaws. They got a new competitor in Ring Central and they're losing key clients like New York schools. What do we do with this stock going from market darling to battleground in a matter of days? You know what we need to do? We need to get some clarity. So let's check in with Eric Yuan. He's the founder and chairman and CEO of Zoom Video. Get a better sense of these concerns and find out what he's doing to win back his customers' trust. Mr. Yuan, welcome back to Mad Money.
Hey, Jim, some people having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, of course, Arkin. You've been a delight and voice. Come on. And you're not willing to duck during periods when I know it's been difficult. Now, you yourself.
I need to hear that. I need to hear that in slow motion. That was, what was that?
I couldn't even understand what he was saying.
It's probably going to be so good. Okay, here we go.
Hey, Jim.
What's up with those papers, by the way? What a move.
What's up with what?
Those papers, like shuffling those papers around.
Oh, yeah.
They got that whole stack of papers.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, of course, Arkin. You've been a delight and voice. Come on. And you're not willing to duck during periods when I know it's been difficult. Now, you yourself.
It's calling him out right there.
You yourself.
That you can't afford to have this happen again. You can't afford to lose people's trust. So what have you done to make sure that doesn't happen?
Yes, that's a great question, Jim. So when we built Zoom, Zoom was built for serving a lot of enterprise and business customers. But over the past several weeks, we had a lot of brand new users, new use cases. This is never, expected. By those, when we're working together with enterprise IT team, normally takes some time to build trust. This time, a lot of first time, end users, they heard about Zoom, they started using Zoom, and we need to, spend time on that, right? Make sure, really have a customer really understand Zoom, the security settings, and however, when they read some article, if they did not enforce the password, they probably feel very frustrated. We needed to enforce the security settings, private settings for the first time in the users.
Well, have you gone back to some New York schools, as we say, and said, listen, we have fixed it. You should come back to us. Don't go to Microsoft Teams. We've got the superior product, and all your kids love it.
So you're right. We're still in the process to work together with them,
I mean, I just want to say one thing is like, it really is so much more fun to be drunk than to be sober.
I mean, sometimes it kind of depends on what you're up to, but if you're talking to people, for sure.
If you're talking to people, maybe, yeah. If you're on air on Mad Money,
oh, probably better, but maybe worse. I mean, but so
some things are more difficult, but yeah, some things are a lot more fun.
What I'm realizing from this video is like this guy, he's going on the offensive with Yuan here, and it's making me see that there's the possibility. It's like he just said, hey. What he mentioned the competitor, and he was like Microsoft Teams. Like, have you used Microsoft Teams, Benji?
I have not. Have you used Ring Central?
I have. I'm going to use Ring Central when I start a new business.
Okay. It has benefits over Zoom, or like, why would you use Ring Central?
No, here's the thing is Ring Central is not really a video conferencing platform. It's more about voice over IP.
Okay.
But anyways, what I was gonna say was, so I'm more about that. That's more what I was gonna use it for, was like a voice over IP thing.
Mm-hmm.
But they talk about how Zoom beat Skype, which is a strange thing to talk about. But Teams is a different thing. And Teams is like a platform where you have like a kind of a better chat, and you have you have your screen share still, but it's organized differently. Like you usually see 4 people at a time, and then other people you kind of have to click to see on them and to bring them into your like primary. And it's like the 4 most recent people who have talked. These are the default preferences. There's probably other preferences, but
Okay, on Microsoft Teams.
yeah, but like what it's making me realize is that we're going into a certain behavior pattern of using video telephony, and people are figuring it out, and everyone's trying to get in on it, including Facebook, and it's everyone's trying to learn how people use it and deliver it better. And at any time, like it could be tomorrow that Microsoft innovates some new feature that just destroys Zoom. And it's some sort of proprietary feature that it just rocks, and it's the best. And Zoom is out. Zoom is done. Zoom is Nortel.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's possible. I mean, they're probably doing a lot of like corporate espionage. I mean, once you're talking about like billion-dollar companies like that, like why not devote, some resources towards like not just espionage, but like sabotage,
I was thinking that for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah. And also just like the, like secret laboratory stuff. Like, but like, what do you think, what could they be working on? Like what's like the next add-on to Zoom and video conferencing? You know? I mean, is there a section about like so on the video telephony page, like, is there something about like theoretical or like, I mean, part of it, I mean, such a big part of it is like bandwidth, which is like why they're so psyched about 5G,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I get, but that's something outside of their software, They might be like paying for lobbyists selectively to like introduce 5G in certain target markets or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I could see that. That'll be some pretty high level espionage there.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like maybe they're just super coordinating with the 5G people, and they're like paying for access to like see the technology before it even comes out, so that they can plan and be ahead of the curve when it comes to getting their product out. Making it work better.
Let's turn this off.
That would be worth a lot of money. You know what?
What?
I am looking around, but
oh shit. This is a telepresence room.
You're looking at the most sophisticated communication system on the planet. The Cisco IX5000 saves time and money before it's even turned on. No more major installations. Can be installed by just 2 people in a matter of days. 1 ordinary 10 amp circuit, 1 Ethernet port. And it's ready to go. That's right, this runs on this. Now imagine all the places and ways you could use an IX5000. At the core, one powerful engine gives you a better experience at lower cost and less bandwidth, pumping out gorgeous high-definition video onto 3 70-inch screens. That same engine can handle 5 streams at the same time. Now, imagine what you can do with 2 simultaneous streams of rich media. And the audio sound like a Hollywood blockbuster. Meetings are never going to be the same. Executives, move over. Every team is going to want this. The IX5000 is effortless to use. Sit down, stand up, the 4K cameras won't miss it. And it no longer matters where your whiteboard is. The IX5000 de-warps the image. So go ahead and put the whiteboard on that side wall. Up to 9 touch input devices can be supported and multiple mobile devices easily connected, so you can see that gorgeous content on your own device. Need to plug your Mac in or your PC? One universal connector for all.
Wow.
Now, imagine how much better and easier collaboration is going to be.
Yeah. She knows.
She agreed with that. Wow. To the Indian market right there.
Yeah. So I think we're kind of like cruising towards a conclusion here.
Mm.
But we have like another twist to turn, you know?
What's that?
Well, I don't know. But I feel like there's like one twist to turn right now. And maybe that twist that we turn into is where we're going next time.
I mean, I think I mean, just so many places to go to, you know? I mean, distance education in and of itself is interesting. Telemedicine is a super hot industry right now. Teleradiology, telepathology, teledermatology, telethermology, themophthalmology.
The dermatologist is
Frozen.
such an interesting thing. The dermatologist. Every day people come in, they take their clothes off, she examines their skin. Oh, just 1 second, Benji.
Oh.
I'm not sure, but somebody might be calling from outside.
Oh.
I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay.
This is real life calling. Hold on.
Yeah. Wait, I mean, good luck, I guess.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah. I guess while Antho does that, I will learn a little bit about dermatology. It's not totally well known, but actually it's not just about the skin, but it's also about hair, nails, and mucous membranes. And it's interesting because the human body has various mucous membranes. Pretty much, you know, like most of like the openings in our body. But what is a mucous membrane? It secretes mucus, and mucus is it's a colloid, you know, which is like milk basically. And you know what, you know, it's like what animals make milk.
I think it was the post office person, the mail carrier. But
the carrier was yelling at you?
Well, there was like 4 packages on the porch, so I didn't see anyone around. But so maybe they were leaving a bunch of packages. They rang the doorbell 2 times, but like I don't usually answer the door.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got an interesting situation over there.
Yeah.
Were the packages for you or for somebody else? Or
No, for somebody else. Okay, so you went pretty far out there, but I was gonna say it's so good outside,
oh,
and
yeah, it is.
so
I mean, we only have 40 minutes, right? Like, I mean,
well, we're actually way past it. So somehow we stayed on longer, and it must be because I have like some paid options or something.
oh. Um, yeah, we could I mean, did we do him justice? Like
Can you
maybe
scroll
like
down? Can you give it
10%?
back to me for? Wait, no. Just scroll down. Just scroll down.
Uh-huh.
I think we pretty much got it. It was in 2019 that he became a billionaire. He's been faithful to his girl, and he invented this whole product for her, which is like
Yeah.
one of my favorite parts of this story. But you know, should we? He just seems to be like I don't know if you want to call him a talented guy or a driven guy or like a humble guy or like how did he make it? It's like it's hard to say, I guess.
I mean,
Is there
it
anything to
really
learn from him is what I'm trying to say, you know?
I mean, it's just hard. He's just so Chinese, you know, to say it that way. Like it's just he's such a representation of like Chinese culture. If I could, you know, homogenize China. I mean, they say like, oh, you know, the Americans or whatever, like American personalities or whatever. Like this guy is so Chinese. I mean, I hopefully it's not like racist to say, but like, you know, the is it Jack Ma, like Alibaba?
Yeah.
Like he literally gives me the same vibes, I guess. Not just because they're both Chinese.
Yo, Benji, I know exactly where I want to leave this off. I know
Yeah.
exactly where I want to leave this off. Yeah, absolutely. I want to get onto YouTube. Do you want me? Can you give me control again?
Oh yeah, totally.
All right. So are you with me?
Um, yes, you're on the Wikipedia page.
Okay. So from here, I want to go here.
Yeah, it's like they are trying to seem dumb on purpose or something. Like I get that vibe that it's like they try to make it seem like it's all about luck and like they just got lucky like because they are so humble. Like I mean there's that funny like internet, it's like Elon Musk and Jack. Oh, this one is good. Yeah, we should, yeah, let's end on this one.
But when we get back, we'll think about where we want to get back to, you know, when we get back to it sometime.
Yeah, I mean, like this is like he's bringing like that like hunter vibe, you know, in this video, and like now he's like, oh, everything's fine, you know, like we made it, you know, but like I just imagine that Eric Yuan is just like that too. Like, I mean, it just when they have like such a polished exterior, it's like you know that they're maybe up to something like brutal behind closed doors kind of vibes. Um, because it's like it's just too like it's just talking and not saying anything kind of stuff. This speech is got content in it, you know.
Yeah.
I'm ready to hear it. I mean, it's only 2 minutes long. It feels like it's 6 minutes, in my opinion. The last time I watched it was maybe like a year ago.
But like, how old was he in this
23,
video? 23,
26.
26. So he has like 26 years of developed fire about to torch out right now. He's just so
He
he
was
seems
born
young,
in,
but he's been at it since he was born.
he was born in 1964.
Wow.
So
he's 35.
yeah,
You ready?
let's do it.
So he's 35 in this video.
He's 35. Yeah.
That's hold on. I have to digest that for a second.
I know. He looks like he's not 35.
He's 26 and I was like, impossible. So let's, but this is 35-year-old Jack Ma right now.
He could be like 52. I mean, he could be, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, part of it's the poor video quality.
Yes. And his pose.
That's what we got, though.
All right. Long-term thinking.
从黄页的时候我就提过，黄页所要了解的对象不是国内站，而是国际站。我们所有的竞争对手不在于中国，而在于美国的规模。如果说第二，我们把阿里巴巴定位，就把它作为国际战略，我们不要把它定为是国内战略。第二个呢，我想就是我们学会硅谷的那种拼劲。
There's a lot to say about that, about hardworking. We're passionate people in Silicon Valley. Wow, 8 to 5 is not long enough.
"这就是我们敢跟美国人斗的地方，我们绝对敢斗。如果我们是好的 team、好的团队，我们自己知道我们想做什么，我们想干些什么的时候，我相信我们是可以赢到我们能够赢其他很多的民营企业、大的公企业的时候，肯定是我们的精神、我们的意识、我们的创新概念以及我们的拼劲才能去斗。否则的话，跟他们有什么区别呢？谁都知道，Internet是个泡沫。 我刚才讲的危机感觉，Internet的泡沫现在越来越厉害，什么时候破？然后呢，当股票掉了，哎，eBay股票会涨。那么有一天 eBay 股票涨了以后，可能阿里巴巴社区的股票涨，所以不要担心。我觉得 Internet 这个梦不会破，这个泡沫不会破，我们为后面的3-5年所付出的代价是非常惨重。只有这样的惨重的代价，才会赢得我们未来的取得的成功。那么目标是2002年。
Hold on just a second. Yeah, if you're going there, I'm going there too.
Yeah. Their IPO. Well, they're worth $143 billion. 100,000 employees.
Is that the most of any company? This is where I want to go next time, but I think I'm going to leave it right here because he said he wanted to go public in 2002.
2014.
You're going public in 2014. As far as I know, that's the end of the story.
Oh, you got it up there, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But let's reconvene, but it's just so good outside right now, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely worth checking out. Like it's a good time of the day.
Wait, are you the lighting right there is so good. I feel like it's lighter where you are than where I am, and that makes sense.
What direction are you facing?
Well, I am facing north.
North?
Yeah.
I'm facing south actually. Wait, west is that way.
Yeah.
For me. Yeah.
What room are you in?
I'm in the studio.
Oh. Facing south?
Facing south. Yeah.
Wow, so where's the door?
This is where I've been like meeting with
That's the door right there, yep.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been it's worked out okay. It's kind of like a backdrop.
It's a really good backdrop. I like it right there, probably maybe even up a little bit, but like if you could see the entire, yeah, not that far, you know, just down a little bit. That's good too though. But like that, maybe even
down
the
whole Bay Area,
down just a little bit more, you know, but yeah, so you can see the whole map, you know, like, yeah, like something like that is like just looking so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's the view outside your window?
Oh, let me unplug some things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Oh, okay. You've got a plant.
Yeah, that's old Wozy here.
Yes.
Wozer.
Nice.
But out there, sometimes birds go by.
That's it.
But
Yeah, cool view.
yeah, they'll like land in the tree. They'll run like in the things. They go all over. They're great.
Yeah, you've got someone's like backyard to look into.
Yeah, it's their side yard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, I mean, it's a beautiful time of day over here because well, like with the brick wall.
Well, yeah, exactly. Wow, it's so
Like,
much lighter there. It's so much lighter there.
is it?
Is it cloudy here?
It's like a blue sky right now.
It's
It's
like sunset. It's
7:25.
like gonna be dark in 20 minutes here.
It's just like spring, I guess, for sure. I mean, what month are we in? May? Yeah, it's like almost summer, basically.
Yeah.
No.
We're halfway through the spring, I guess.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Okay, well, I'm gonna let you go, but I want to tell you something really quick
Mhm.
about what's gonna happen tomorrow.
Tuesday.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go on a Zoom date, like a video date. But I don't think I'm gonna watch Moana on the first date. I'm trying to
I
like
mean, how would you figure out the technology for that? Like, how to pull that off, you know? Oh, but like both of you would watch it separately kind of thing?
yeah, we were gonna be on like a Zoom chat or something, and then like maybe right as we start watching it simultaneously, like we turn it off, or we turn off our audio on our Zoom chat, and then we're watching it on our screens, but it's like a video camera back at you because Zoom's running in the background, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so we can like check into each other and see each other's faces, but like we're just watching, you know?
Whatever seems good to you, yeah.
Well, then afterwards we sign back in and we like unmute ourselves and we're like, oh hey, like how'd you like the movie? Like, oh, that part, this part. Or even
Mm-hmm.
we're chatting in the chat box about the movie a little bit.
Yeah, you could do that.
um, but I'm trying to like, here's the thing is I'm not ready to go there yet. What I'm trying to do is tomorrow I'm trying to get it to be natural, like as if we were meeting in person kind of thing. It's like, what will we do? You know, kind of vibes of like what are we both at right now? Like we're both at like a party where there's music playing or something.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? You know, or like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, like we're both on a walk and like, where are you at? Oh my gosh, I'm right here. And like, let's walk together for a little bit. Like, where are you going? Kind of vibe or something.
You know what I'm more into?
What's that?
It's like, did you ever play StarCraft?
Yeah.
Like, in StarCraft when you like click on a unit and it like has the video screen and you can like see their face?
I think so, yeah.
Like it has like their health, and like what parts are damaged in like the corner. And then there's like their portrait kind of, it's like animated. And then there's like a more open area. And then there's like where you can like add buildings and stuff. Like the StarCraft interface. I mean, I can share my screen if you want to see it.
Sure.
I
love how we can use this screen share to further elaborate your point.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing lately a lot.
You would want to have them playing over the Moana? Like
no, just that
wow, it has been a while since I've seen this.
This is StarCraft 2. But like that there's like the portrait there and it's like you click on I mean that's the it's like a Marine, but like you can see their portrait, anytime you click on a unit. I don't want to see StarCraft like
I think we could
StarCraft.
I mean, I feel like we could almost go on StarCraft could be our next salon. But yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, for sure.
That could be like, yeah, like that could be like a South Korea salon.
And if you click on the video, it will like center the screen on the unit.
Yes, it did do that. It did do that. Mm-hmm. And it could, if you held the mouse down, it would like track.
Yep.
But all I'm saying is like this is just, it's like Zoom and everything is just so futuristic. It's basically like that. Like I mean, we might have different, perspectives on it though. Like I don't want to pretend anything,
What do you mean pretend?
Like we like met at a part, or it's like pretending we're at a party or like at a cafe. Like it's like literally we're in the future right now and this is so high tech. That's my perspective.
Oh yeah, well, that's the thing is I'm not trying to actually, so I want to go on with it. I'm not so much trying to recreate an event is what I'm trying to do is like make it have that feel of like it makes sense, like it makes sense
That it makes sense
that we're on here and it's like we know how to do it kind of, and like how to do it is like kind of a throwback to like how it used to be done.
Yeah, I mean, part of it is that it's like this is so like audio visual and like there's like no touch, no taste, no smell.
It's like, what do I do? It's like I should probably set myself up. Like, am I going to do it in my room? That puts me in a certain state of mind. I could like go outside, but then I'm like talking to somebody and like having a video date potentially with people listening in. It's like,
yeah, that's awkward.
It's very unusual, but I could even stay at the school and just do it at the school.
Oh, maybe you should do it at the school.
Because I can do it at like a spare room or something that like I have like not a lot of association with, or even outside.
I would say definitely someplace that you're okay with talking at like whatever volume you want to talk at.
Yeah, like
my
if
you're
room,
worried
I'm
about
like
people overhearing you, that kind of sucks.
I feel fine in my room. Like maybe people can hear me, maybe they can't.
Mm-hmm.
This person's going far, but okay. So I hear what you're saying. Is like try and make it super authentic, or like let's be real about this.
I mean, you're doing something. I mean, I'm not going on Zoom dates right now.
Oh, for sure. Okay.
I did that text thing yesterday.
Yeah, that
was funny.
Yeah. Well, whatever it is, like I'm trying to put effort into it, kind of, because it's like, what phase of the process are we in right now? Because to me, it's like I'm still modeling it after like a more natural, spontaneous meetup kind of thing of like, well, we met on the internet kind of, and it's like, okay, and then we chatted a little bit, and we had already had some information about each other, like we scoped it out kind of, but it's like, where do we go from here? Like where do we go from here? What are we doing next?
I mean, I mean, it's like, coronavirus, like we don't know how long it's going to last. So, I feel like probably a lot of relationships, it's like, oh, we're just trying to hold on until we can see each other physically. I don't know. I mean, like the point of a date is to be like, do I like this person and do I like myself when I'm with them or something? I don't know. I just got a whole bunch of paper today in the mail. Well, it took like 2 weeks to get here, so that's where I'm at.
That's kind of where I'm at with it, is like we don't really know each other, and so it's like, how would I treat some girl that I just met at a party, and it's like now we're talking at the party kind of vibes, and what would we do, and like what would we talk about if it was just like we met at this party?
Yeah,
because that's like kind of the stage it is it's like we're just talking alone, we're in private now.
Yeah, what to talk about? You could play like games or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was like maybe we could like draw pictures or like do whatever stupid things that you would do at a party that you would enjoy, like whatever you feel like you're into right now. Maybe I could be drinking, and suggest that she's drinking. I wanted to have something. I wanted to like put some sort of effort into it to like,
Yeah.
to like make it like kind of sacred or whatever.
I'm just so much about no effort. I'm just such a low effort person. I like all my effort is being put into doing things so I don't have to put in any effort, you know?
For sure, for sure.
And I'm
These guys
dealing
are
with
standing up playing StarCraft. They're standing up.
that's how you know they're serious. Are they they're standing up? Wait, I missed it. No, they're sitting down.
Is he sitting down? Hold on, let's see.
Yeah, it's like a gamer chair. Oh wait.
Oh, those.
What are
Yeah,
they
you're right. They
doing?
are sitting down. These guys are like I
Are
don't
they
know,
monitoring?
teleprompters or something. Yeah, they're like have.
Oh my god, is he wearing a face mask, this
That's what I
guy?
was wondering too. Yeah.
Wow. Or it's a camera? This is like a big camera right here.
Yeah, yeah, that could be it.
Interesting.
Press a break, put my blazer back on. That was close. You know what happens if they see me without my blazer on? You melt? I turn into a pumpkin. I don't know.
Wow, love it. Love it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm dealing with like yeah, like if like you define something as like stupid, right? And stupid is bad. It's like what is not stupid? Like everything's kind of stupid, you know?
Oh, for sure. Like, I mean, I could put energy by just bringing energy. I could put energy into it. Like, I could make it sacred just by bringing like a positive vibe and be like, we only have a half hour. Like to me, I want to put a time limit on it and be like, let's set our clocks right now, and like, but then it's like, is that real? I don't know, it's just kind of like,
Oh yeah, what's real? Everything's not real. Maybe. Nothing's real. Everything's real.
oh my gosh, I just don't know.
Were you trying to practice pretending to freeze?
Well, yeah, we just don't know what's real, and that's okay. But yeah, I'm gonna go
We
outside.
don't know what's real. That's a perspective. Like
Look,
there is reality and we don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've been getting philosophical on videos. We could have a philosophy salon if you want.
Yo, write it down, write it down. I think what we're doing next is we're going maybe into Jack Ma or Alibaba territory and seeing where that takes us.
Yeah.
But maybe not. What do you think?
I just feel like Chinese CEOs just frustrate me a lot because it's like they're just saying these like it's bland. It's just bland, And
well, they're speaking in another language.
That's true.
Sometimes.
But I wish they would just speak in Chinese and there could be a translator.
And Chinese is like it has like less verb tenses and stuff, so it's very kind of like more essence of meaning.
Yeah,
I would say, and like,
okay.
But I'm also a foreign speaker, but like, it's just more like contextual. It's very contextual,
Mm-hmm.
like action driven. Different from that respect of like knowing what we're talking about because a lot of words sound similar, so you has to make sense. These are some thoughts that are maybe totally false, but but sometimes you have those. But I'll think a little bit about what I want to do to like make it a special thing, and I'll be like, what's up? Like, I want to say that I was gonna cook you some food or something, but I didn't. It's virtual. Kind of vibes, that kind of thing of like, what can I bring, to make it a fun time for them. I'll just bring myself and see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, fun I just don't know like what other humans are into lately, or like I just can't get on a vibe with a lot of stuff. I'm like so deep on my own vibe these days. Like it's literally internet stream of consciousness. Like I think I'm just gonna go hardcore on that or something like myself. And if there's anyone who digs it, that would be awesome. But like um today I finally, well, first of all, I made a 3-hour video yesterday. And then like within the first half hour, I like personal stuff came up, like a notification and stuff. And it's like I have to edit that video if I want to share the 3-hour video, you know, and it's like it's an MKV file. So I can't use Adobe Premiere. So I downloaded like another video software and it took like 4 hours to render. And then like, so, but I did it. And then I uploaded it to YouTube and I left it on last night and it still didn't completely upload. Like that's how slow it was or something. But today I finally took a clip of that, like a 40-second clip, just a random clip, and I posted it on TikTok. And it's like if I could like just do even one of those a day would be success. But I mean, I've already made like 3 clips now, but I don't want to post too much. I want to post like daily, but not like I like on Friday night I posted like 22 TikToks, which is just kind of annoying for people that follow me. But yeah, basically doing that and my job.
Nice.
So that's where I'm at. It's not really a dating world. It'd be cool to meet a girl who's just doing her own thing though.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
I'm
What's
into it.
yeah. What's what's this person's thing? What are they about? Or do you even know yet?
I think it has a good sound to it, you know. Um, I'm not going to share her name because I do want to upload this.
Oh yeah. Is
Well,
this public or is this private?
this is pretty public. Like, that's why I'm like, I'm letting you just keep going, you know, as we
Okay.
talk.
Look how
Um,
big that moose is. Oh my God.
is that really, is that, I can't believe this is real.
That looks computer generated, but I think it's real.
Let's see what this goes on to say.
Got a beer there, bud, huh? You just gonna send it? Yeah? Okay. You just gonna send it there, eh, bud? Hey there, bud. Hey there, bud. You gotta.
It looks like 30% bigger than it should, if not 40.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't imagine that it would be like with its back taller than the car. It's like, but
It's like twice as tall as the car.
can we just look up largest moose ever?
Sure.
While you're looking this up, they use the language that it's taken, the top 40 moose ever taken.
Taken from nature, taken from the wild.
That's pretty big. But what I was gonna say was her. She's a girl from Colorado,
Oh, where in
and but she,
Colorado?
I think northern Colorado. She said so, maybe like Fort Collins or something. I think that's in the north. She she has like a 619 area code, which I think is San Diego. So, but that's
Okay.
Denver, Fort Collins. Yeah, so Fort Collins is like what they would probably consider northern Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
My dad's from Southwest,
Southwest Fort Collins.
Southwest Colorado.
Oh,
This is
right,
Colorado
right.
for sure.
There's a lot of Colorado over there.
Yeah, there is.
Is this like an old person's home?
I think this is like a communal living place. Like those are apartment houses, kind of. Those are apartments, and this is like people can rent the pool that they all collectively own.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I mean, the sun's really starting to go down now. I mean, I think.
Yeah, it's
I
time to
think I gotta
cruise,
let
but
you go.
yeah, but yeah, she's from Colorado, so we'll see how it goes. 'Cause it's kind of like Colorado, California has such a good connection, and she's like, "Oh, I really like the mountains, but I also really like the beach." And for me,
Cool.
it's like, I really like the beach, and it's like, but I also really like the mountains, you know.
Perfect.
So I feel like there's a lot going for this right now, but we'll see how it goes. And she has,
Mhm.
which is attractive. Anyways, yo, this was a good salon.
Yeah, good stuff.
I mean, I could go hard like this. I mean, but really, I think sticking to a 40-minute time limit next time, or maybe 1 hour, would be perfect.
Mhm.
But let's talk about doing this again.
Totally.
And honestly, like, we don't have to commit ourselves to going anywhere. We don't have to talk about Alibaba. We could talk about primates. We could talk about so many things. Or we could just see where we could just think about what we have digested today and see where it takes us next.
I mean, literally stream of conscious internet surfing is my medium these days.
Nice.
Like that's actually just what I'm up to.
All right. Well, we'll see where it all goes, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Down to do it anytime. But I think we learned some good things today.
Yeah, we did. Do you have any parting words?
No, I think that's all I wanted to say, you know. Any final words yourself?
I want to try and recollect. Yeah, I know what my takeaway is.
Oh, what's your takeaway?
My takeaway is that big things have lots and lots and lots of things that go into them before they become big things like that.
Mm.
And there was like people conceptualizing this in the late 1870s and like dreaming it was possible. And it doesn't hit the mainstream until like 2015 or something, 2020 maybe. And that's my takeaway is like, that was a long time coming. That was like 150 years from the time that people first thought it could happen, you know?
Yeah, love it.
To it becoming mainstream. I'm gonna end the meeting.
Cool. I'm gonna leave the meeting, but
Good
yeah,
talk.
good meeting.
Good meeting. Peace.
Later.